Whoa, what the f? They got the actual song in here? They got the whole song? They got the whole song. Oh my gosh. They actually put... Look at this. This is so creative. They have an actual opening. What? This is... What's up, all you samurais out there? Dat Samurai back again with another video. And today, I'm going to be telling you why you should be excited about Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Now, I would love to get right into the video, but I gotta address one thing with you guys. If you're new here, go down and hit that subscribe button to become a samurai and join that samurai army. I never really told you guys this before, but my goal here on YouTube is to create a community of people who love JRPG games. If this sounds like you, go ahead and subscribe. I would love to have you on this journey with me. Alright, with that all said and done, let's get into it.
You know, I bet you'd be just fine if you trained yourself up a bit.
So, I've been a Dragon Ball Z fan for like all of my life. I mean, when I say all of my life, I mean I basically came out of the womb watching this shit. I've watched all the anime, I've read some manga, I played the games, all of it. And when I say we've had a lot of Dragon Ball Z games, I mean we've had a lot. You know the games that go over the same story over and over again. Goku fights Vegeta, then he goes to Namek and fights Frieza, Cell happens, and then Buu pops out of nowhere. We all know this story. And Dragon Ball Z Kakarot seems to be doing the same thing, retelling the same old hash story. But, and this is a big but, it's a JRPG. Now, this isn't the first time we've seen a Dragon Ball Z game in a RPG element, basically. Legacy of Goku, for example. That was a game where you go around as Goku and go through his story and level up. It had JRPG elements, basically, right? And then you had the second game, where you could switch out characters. Boost Fury, you could do the same thing. It was the same linear story that we all know with RPG elements. However, what Dragon Ball Z Kakarot is doing is taking Legacy of Goku and turning that up times 10. So far from what we've seen, this game looks beefy. This game comes to us from the same developers as the Naruto Storm series. You guys all know that game, right? The one that had the amazing animations and cinematic story mode. That was CyberConnect 2 who did that. And these guys are working on Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. That's why the story mode animations look so good. They have such a way at creating such a dramatic, feel, you know? But I mean, okay. We all seen Dragon Ball Z story, like I said before, right? So, this is why Dragon Ball Z Kakarot is different. First off, it's an open world map. An open world map. Okay, it's not exactly open world, but it's basically open area. The map is comprised of different sections of the actual game map of Dragon Ball, but each area is large and can be openly explored. So you can fly around from grassland to small village to big city, all in one little area. And these areas are actually populated. I mean, look at this. There's people everywhere. I mean, you can really see what I'm talking about here in this live stream that Rhymestyle did. He's a Dragon Ball Z YouTuber, basically. He was invited to test the game at the Bandai studio. And you see he's in this village. There's so many people around. And he goes and walks up to this NPC where he can buy power-ups, materials, equipment, stuff to aid him on his journey, which is a strong RPG element, and there's more of it. It turns out there's actually a lot of material in the world. I mean, there's stuff from crystals you can crack open and you get EXP points to help level up your character's movesets. I mean, there's a whole skill tree in this game. A skill tree! We've never had that in the Dragon Ball Z game, at least not a Dragon Ball Z RPG game. And this skill tree comes with moves that are customizable. You can customize different kinds of supers. It's kind of similar to the Xenoverse way of customization, but you know what I'm getting at. It's pretty cool. Not only does your super moves have levels, but of course the character does too. And if you can take a look right here, you'll see Goku has a level. You're going to be going through this game leveling up your character and getting stronger as the story progresses. But Goku isn't the only playable character in this game. So far, at the time of making this video, we know that Goku, Gohan in his kid, teen, and adult form, Vegeta, Piccolo, and Trunks during the Cell Saga are all playable characters. Then there's support characters like Krillin, Tenshinhan, Chaozu, and Yamcha. They all each have their own stats and combination moves you can do with them while in combat. Speaking of the combat, it isn't really that much different than the way Xenoverse is. If you guys played the Xenoverse series, it's kind of that third person, always locked onto your opponent type of fighting style. But the thing that makes this different than all those other fighting games is it's open world. Like I said before, it's open world. When you get into a fight, you don't go into a separate area where you have to fight them in an arena like, you know, the Naruto games, basically. The game is totally open. There are no barriers. They've told us that there are no barriers in this game when it comes to fighting. I would expect that goes for the boss fights in the story mode too, but they haven't really specified that. For what it looks like in the trailers, it's all open world. Aside for all the RPG elements like leveling and crafting and resource gathering, you know it wouldn't be complete without side missions. And there are a lot of side missions according to Bandai. So as you're traveling around the world, you will see characters with like exclamation points. These guys have quests for you. And these quests have certain requirements and give out certain rewards. But what makes this cool in this Dragon Ball Z Kakarot game is there are side stories in the game that never happened in the actual anime. We might actually see what happened to Goku when he went to Yardrat after he defeated Frieza. I mean, wouldn't that be cool? Like, that would be a cool side mission. I don't know if you guys remember Dragon Ball Z Sagas, but they did something similar to that. Like, after you beat Frieza, you got to fight that boss on Yardrat as Goku. Let me know in the comments if you guys remember that fight. That game was broken, man. I'm so excited about this game, and if you can't tell already, I should have been talking about it a long time ago, but I figured I would make a video like this, letting you know why you should be excited as I am about Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. If you still need convincing to go get this game, here I did a video of me reacting to the Buu Saga trailer. Check it out. Alright, so let's get into it. I have never seen it right. Okay, Buu Saga. So, like, this game looks amazing. Like, you don't understand how we need to watch. You need to watch. Oh, wow, they did that really interesting. Yes. It's like the legacy of Goku for consoles that we've been waiting for. Okay, look at this. This is cool. This is great. Look at this. Yeah, all the characters. I am silent. I am so sorry. I need to be talking over this so I don't get copyright, right? But like I'm having a moment. It's so good. Like, look at this. Oh my gosh. It's just the way the cutscenes are just animated. I love this. This is CyberConnect 2. This is the same people who made the Storm series. This is the same company that made the Storm series. And Unreal Engine. This is good. If you're also excited about this game, let me know and subscribe because this is gonna take over the channel for sure. That's gonna do it for me, guys. As always, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Have a good one.